Hello. Let's try that again. Hold on. Rewind. Well, hello. Hello. Nah, that's whack. All right. Let's try that one more time. I know you don't know me, and I don't know you. And but we're gonna act like we're gonna know each other, okay? So when I say hello, act like this is your best bearded friend that's walking on this stage. And I want you to be like, I know him. Like, I want you to say hello with like tears of joy in your eyes, okay? Here we go. Wait, not yet. Wait. Simmer down. All right. Well, hello. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. My name is Leo, and I'm from Flint. And, about an hour away from here, and my friend Pastor Aaron invited me up here to talk to y'all a little bit today. So, my wife is here. Wait. Wait. How you gonna give her a bigger applause and you really don't know her? At least you know me for like 37 seconds. That is my wife. Put your hands together for her. She's fine. What's up, baby? What's up, girl? All right. And then we have a young man with us who stays with us. His name is Peter. He's from Russia. Everybody say, what's up, Pete? What's up, Pete? I like that. All right. So I'm here from Flint, and I'm a youth pastor there. And I'm here to talk to you guys about Jesus. Anybody know Jesus? Let me hear you say, hey. All right. So, I'm a little weird. And just a little, why are you laughing? I am from Flint. Yes, and I do know how to fight. I'm lying, I really don't. I know how to run, you know what I'm saying? My mama used to call me special. I see now Kensington isn't a nice church. All right. Just bullies laughing at. My mama used to call me special, and I thought that was a good thing. I really did. Like, she used to explain to everybody before they even met me. We would walk into like a grocery store and places, and she'd be like, "This is my son Leo. He's special." And I would be sitting there like, I'm special, baby. And then I really didn't know that was a good thing. I thought it was a good thing, but I really didn't know it wasn't a good thing until I got to school. And one day I walked up on my teachers, and they was whispering it to each other. Leo special. And I was like, hold on, why you gotta whisper? That's a good thing. And then, my wife one day, I caught her, texting a friend of hers, and guess what she was telling people? He's special. But one youth pastor told me one day, he looked right at me. And he said, don't you know, God knows and made you what? Special. Yes. And I was like, yeah, that's a good thing. So anyway, I'm special, and I do have a little ADD, and so if I get off track, just clap one time, I'll get back focused, all right? Let's try that, one time. All right, sweet. Let's say, yeah, thank you. Look, you knew I was about to get off track. All right, so where my 12th graders at? Let me hear you say, hey. Yeah. Where the juniors at? Let me hear you say, hey. Where the sophomores at? Let me hear you say, hey. All right, so we're about to talk about the Bible. All right, sweet. Wait, freshmen? You don't count. So, I'm just serious. All right, anybody go to Oakland Christian Academy up in here? One person. All right, awesome. Do I know you? Have we met before? No, okay, you're bad. All right, so we're about to read this story out the Bible. And we're going to be, like I like to play. I do have a sense of humor. I say some whack jokes. I do. But we're about to talk about the story in the Bible, talking about your worth, your value. I only got about 45 minutes. So just sit tight. Matter of fact, I think it's an hour. Thanks. I got an hour. So don't act like you can't sit and listen to something for an hour like you watch movies for like 2 hours. Okay, thank you. All right, so here we go. I love y'all. I do, baby. All right, so freshmen, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? Y'all not mad at me? Sweet. All right, so we're about to read this story. But before I read this story, I am focused. Take out your phones. You still got your phones? Do they take your phones? Some youth groups take your phone at the door. Just take out your phone. Real quick. Hurry up. Take it out. Go to the picture mode if you still got space. If you don't have, downloaded every app that's in the, you still got some space, take out the picture mode. Take it out. Point the camera this way, and take a picture. Here we go. All right, that's it, sweet. So here we go. Do it again. Y'all just want to see me try to get on this stage. All right, I can't climb it. All right, let's get going, baby. Let's go. We're going to read the Bible. Everybody say the Bible. All right. Who get excited reading the Bible? Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. We get excited reading the Bible. I love the Bible. The Bible is better than Netflix, for real. You do not get extra credit. Okay. I love the Bible. I seriously do. And like all these other social medias out there, ChapSnap and all y'all things you're doing, we about to read the Bible today. And the Bible is real. I love it. It applies to the day. So let's read this story inside of the Bible. Let's go to it. Here we go. We're going to go to Luke chapter 5. Everybody say Luke chapter 5. Luke chapter 5. All right. We're going to go through 5 through, I believe it's 11 or something like that. Let's read it. Here we go. And Simon answered, Master, we toiled all night. I know you ain't talking during the reading of the Bible. Oh, yes, I'm like that. Oh, yes, I get in your business. Look at everybody now looking at the screen. I'm going to read. I'm going to act like I'm reading. I'm scared of this man from playing. All right. Let's read this together. Master, we toiled all night and took what? Nothing. But at your word, I will let down the nets. And when they had done this, they enclosed a large number of what? Fishes. And their nets were what? Breaking. All right, next one. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both the boats so that they began to do what? Sink, yes. But when Simon Peter saw it, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, Depart from me, for I am a what? Sinful man, O Lord. Simon looked at Jesus like, man, get away from me. See, most of us here, we want Jesus to be with us. Simon was like, wait a minute, I've seen this miracle happen, but get away from me. I am not worthy. You can throw that scripture back on there. I'm sorry. For he and all who were with him were what? Astonished at the catch of fish they had taken. And wait, hold on. And so also, her hair was in the way, my bad. And so also were James and John, sons of Zebedee, who were parents with who? Simon. And Jesus said to Simon, do not be what? Afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't be scared. From now on, you will be catching what? Men. And when they had brought their boats to the land, they left what? Everything and did what? So this is it. Man, these dudes are fishermen. That's their job. Jesus, I know we met in the bathroom, and that was kind of awkward. I'm sorry. And I started talking to you. You was like, you just kept your head down. Like, stop talking. Okay, all right. It was awkward. He was like, okay. So we got Jesus talking to these fishermen, and this is their job. And their job is to do what? Catch what? Fish. Jesus had just, used their boats to talk to a multitude of people, and he's trying to hook them up. They were obedient when Jesus was like, hey, there's a multitude of people here. Let me get in your boat, put me out in the water a little bit, and he started preaching to the group of people, and as he got done, he started to hook them up. If they're catching fish, and at this moment, they say, wait a minute, Jesus, we hadn't caught nothing. Jesus says, listen, put your nets back out in the water, and I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to hook you up. You just let me use your boat to preach, I'm going to hook you up. And if they're catching fish, and they're catching all this fish, that means they're having a good day at what? Work. Like, to a point where they can't even bring it in, they got to call other people to get all this fish in. And this is the important part, because their job was to catch fish, and now they have a lot of it, so that means they have a lot of money right now. This is their job. This is what they provide for their families with. This is their life. They are fishermen. But in this moment, they saw their true value, their true worth, to a point where Peter looked at Jesus and was like, we was fishing all night. We were fishing all night, and we couldn't catch nothing. But you come along, we catch more than we can carry. I cannot be with you. See those phones you just took out and took a sweet picture of me, save that, put it on your wall, post it, and like that's an awesome picture. But that phone you took out, some of you have some things on there that your mama shouldn't see. Oh, yes, I did. And oh, no, you did. It's your phone, not mine. But some of you on your phone, you done deleted some history. You done used private search, all that stuff. And you know if Jesus came in here, hooked you up, you'd be like, wait a minute, Jesus, I don't deserve this right now. I don't. I done said some things to my mom. I done said some things to my dad. I done said some things to my best friend. I done did some things to my girlfriend and my boyfriend. I know some things that you know that I know I shouldn't be doing, and I know I'm not worthy to be hanging with you right now. So Peter, just like all of us, and all of us should, if Jesus walked in here, like, whoa, Jesus, you are too valuable. You are too glorious to be hanging with somebody like me. But Jesus switches it on them. He flips it on them. Like, oh, wait. I know you've been fishing for fish. I'm going to have you fishing for me. And they decide in that moment, Peter, after recognizing how ugly he is in the inside, he says, you know something? I'm going to follow you. They leave everything behind and follow him. It's one of my favorite verses. They left everything. That was a good day. That was some fish, like they had to carry it together, and they still left all that behind to follow Jesus. Some scholars think this is kind of the first time that Peter had met Jesus. And in his first moment of meeting Jesus and seeing what he can do, Peter left his job and like, oh, I know you just hooked me up with all kind of money, but I'm following you. Your value, your worth. So this thing, when Aaron called me like, Lee, I want you to talk about the worth, and I'm like, man, that's tight, let's do it. Like we recognize our value in other things though. Some of you got Abercrombie and Snitch on, and you're wearing it, and it was pretty expensive for some of you. Abercrombie and Snitch, that's hilarious. All right. You got, your nice, like some of you got nice shoes on, your Jordans, your Yeezys, and your Queezies, and all these other things. And you would tell your mama, I'll take the trash out if you give me those Air Yeezys. Air Yeezys, that ain't even a thing. You can tell I don't know fashion, okay? Thank you. Or that new iPhone SXLP that just came out, mama. I know you just gave me the last one, but my value, because I want to feel special, I need something in my life that's of value. So this phone or this iPad or this new phone or new shoes, that's where you think your value is at. Some of you think your value is in this. Where you, come here, awkward, me and you, awkward man. We was in the bathroom, so we really know each other, you know. Men don't talk to other men in the bathroom, but you did. Thank you for breaking that rule. You made me feel comfortable in the Kensington bathroom. Stand right there. How old are you? 16. And he got a deep voice, man. Let me see. Come here. You right here. Yeah, you, come on. What's your name? Hold my hand, Chloe. Why is it all sweaty, Chloe? What's wrong with that? It happens? All right, sweet. All right. You might want to take your phones out for this one. Now look at you. Y'all stop. Stop. You in church. But some of you, your value, some of you, you're like, Leo, I don't care about no clothes. I don't care about no new watch. I don't care about the iWatch. I don't care. I don't care about the new fashion. I don't care about that. My worth isn't in that. I was taught that a long time ago. Like, I don't care about those things. I'm leaving all that stuff behind, and I'm putting Jesus in front of me, and I'm walking. I'm following. But some of you, your worth isn't in that. Your worth is in this. Oh, you don't understand? Hold on, let me see your hand. Oh, we about to get hooked up in here. Wait. No, stop. No, what you doing? Don't break that. Don't. I'm sure. Give me 37 more seconds. I got you. All right. So here it is. On a serious note, your value is in this. Your value is in this thing right here, relationship. Some of you value your worth is in that. You don't feel like you're worth something unless you're with someone else. And I'm not necessarily talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking about other relationships, other things. It may be best friends, your group, your circle. If your circle broke up, that means your worth has gone. Like, you would be lonely, you would be depressed if you didn't have those people around you. And right now, as Chloe is dripping sweat on this, her hand was not sweaty. I'm done with to start that rumor. Your value is inside of relationships. And not even just relationships with, like I said, boyfriend and girlfriend, even with parents. If things are not going good with your parents, your worth goes down. Some of you, your parents have divorced each other and your worth went down when they separated. Some of you are not with your biological parents and your worth went down because you feel like my worth isn't in that. What I love about Peter in this moment, he says, you know something, no matter what I have in my life, I'm leaving it behind and I'm following you because my value is found in you. Y'all can give them a hand. Y'all go back and see. So here it is. Let's read the last part of this journey with Jesus and Peter. And then I got a little short story, and I promise I'm going to be out of here. All right. I'm sweating. It's hot, All right, let's go. So that story in the Bible, you got Peter. I'm gonna sit next to her since she's looking at her Bible on her phone. She is not texting. All right. You taking notes? Look at you. Go with your smart self. You are going to heaven, girl. All right, here we go. I'm special. All right. Simon Peter said to them, I am going what? Fishing. They said to him, we will go with who? You. They went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught what? Nothing. This is not the same story, but this is pretty sweet though. It really is. It's not the same story. This is at the end. This is after Jesus has died on the cross. He's died already, and he's rose from the grave. This is after that. Now they're back to doing their normal things. They're not following Jesus for those 3 years anymore. They're back to going to their normal job of fishing. They went out and got into the boat, and they caught nothing, just as the day was what? Breaking. Jesus stood on the shore, yet the disciples did not know that it was who? Jesus. Jesus said to them, children, do you have any fish? They answered to him what? No. He said to them, cast the net on the what? Right side of the boat, and you will find what? Some. This part don't make sense to me. They're fishermen, professional fishermen. They're in the boat. I don't know how big this boat is. The Bible don't tell me how big it is. But I just can't imagine. This. That their net is on one side of the boat, and they're catching nothing. And all Jesus says is, put your net on the other side, duh. Like the fish are on the other side. You can't catch us. We're on the other side. Look at those stupid fishermen. We're on the other side of this boat. Like, I don't think the fish are that smart. I was on focus. You just got me off focus. So he said, cast it on the other side. And now they were not able to what? Haul it in. Because there were a quantity of what? Fish. This is my favorite part right here. Like, this is the part that I just be like, oh, snap. Oh, no, you dead, Jesus. That disciple who Jesus loved, therefore said to Peter, like, whoa, 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 whoa. After they caught the fish, he's like, wait, Peter, you know that dude over there talking to us from the side on the shore? That's Jesus. Hey. And when Simon heard that it was the Lord, he put on his outer garment. First of all, he was fishing naked. Okay. In his underwear? Like, he was serious about fishing. Okay, thank you, baby, thank you. All right. Now let me put my clothes back on. Like, bro, you should have had them on. This is not me, this is the Bible. Some of y'all are like, I didn't even know that was real. That's in the Bible, I didn't make it up. His outer garment, for he was stripped for work. Like, who coming to work? Like, welcome to McDonald's, I'm naked. All right. All right, I'm sorry. Here we are. Okay, about 10 minutes. And he threw himself into the sea. The other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net full of fish. They were not far from the land, but 100 yards off. When they got out of the boat on the land, they saw charcoal of fire in place, and which with fish lad on it, okay? Lad on it, and bread. Jesus said to them, bring some of the fish that you have just caught. So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore full of large fish, 153 of them, and although there were so many, the net was not what? Torn. All right, so here it is. This is cool. Listen. So you have Jesus on the shore, and he's standing there watching them. He says, put your net on the other side to catch a net full of fish. Peter was like, wait a minute, hold on, that's Jesus. He jumps into the water. Remember the first encounter, he told Jesus to get away, like I'm not worthy. But after 3 years of walking with him, he sees Jesus, he jumps, like he can't even wait to see him now. He jumps into the water and he swims to Jesus, and he still leaves what behind? Everything behind, even his friends. He leaves them behind, not just the fish this time, he leaves his friends behind, and he's swimming to him. Like, that's Jesus, I need to get closer to him. So why are you talking to me like this today, Leo? I'm in church, I'm here, right? That means I'm here trying to get closer to Jesus. That doesn't mean I'm a church boy. My father was a pastor. I'm a youth pastor now, and I've been in church my whole life, and I thought I was a Christian. If I would have died when I was 16 and 17 years old, your age, I used to play the drums, and I was doing everything with worship bands and all that stuff. If I would have died, I would have went straight to hell. People would have thought, my classmates would have thought that I would have went to heaven. They would have said some great things at my funeral. They'd been like, man, Leo was awesome. He was nice and he was kind and he had all these things. But I knew for a fact that I didn't know Jesus as my personal Savior. So 16, I would have died. People would have thought I went to heaven, but I would have went straight to hell. And not because I was just this bad guy. I wasn't doing anything bad. I just didn't know the Father, and I didn't want to get close to him. After the church was over, that means my relationship with God was over until next week. So now being a youth pastor, my life has all changed right before I became a youth pastor. That's why I became a youth pastor. So there was other church people that were going to die in church and still go to hell. That God put me on this earth for a reason. He knew about me before my mama and my daddy knew me. He knew about me, and he knew that when he created me, he had me on this earth for a purpose and a reason. And I was to learn my lesson about trying to die in church, knowing your value and your worth. The thing that I tell you guys today is to light up your worth. First, know why you are worth it. Jesus died on the cross for you. We had a church service, and there was this guy named Don that came to our church service. I'm in Flint. It was the first time he came to a service like this, and he just wanted to come there. He came there just because of the girls, and he was truthful with it. Say, Don, what's up, man? Why you here? Because of the girls. All right, cool. We got some ugly ones, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? No, I was serious. No, John, let me stop that. Okay, anyways. Don was there for the girls, and he was like, yeah, it's cool in here. Yeah, this church stuff's cool. We played a game, and we put like stickers on your forehead, and you had to act out what it was. You couldn't tell them what it was. And everybody was going around doing all these things to try to help each other find out who they were. And Don, he was the last one, and everybody was trying to tell him who he was without telling them. And it was like doing like this. He was like, choke myself. I'm like, first of all, that's not a person, Don. But they were, like they had other things. People were going like this, and it was like Thomas the Train. Like this doesn't look like Thomas the Train. Look like wheelchair. Fast wheelchair. But anyways, Don was president, and everybody was still trying to show him what he was, and we was running way over him. Like we just, okay, Don, you're the president. Nobody can tell you, so show you, so you're the president. Don looked and took his name tag thing off. He said, I can't be president one day. So, sweet, all right. So I drove the church van home that night, and I got a chance to know Don a little bit more. And on his hands, he had West Pad. 15 years old. West Pad is a neighborhood in Flint, and they consider themselves a brotherhood. West Pad. Everybody inside this hood of this gang has West Pad on their hands to show everybody West Pad. So Don is 15 years old, and I know about it, but I act dumb sometimes. I act special, and I'm like, Don, what's that? And he starts to explain. West Pad, it's my hood, it's my brothers and stuff like that. We love each other. We ride or die for each other. And as they are, as we're putting up to the house, he's explaining to me. I'm like, well, something, Don? Hope I see you next week. He said, something, that church stuff is kind of cool. Maybe I will see you next week. I'm like, sweet, we'll see you next week. That was on a Wednesday night. On Monday of the next week, I get a text message from one of the girls that had invited Don to our church. She text messaged, how some people who don't have iPhones or whatever, it breaks it up into multiple texts, and it said, Don has been shot, and something else was on it or whatever. And in my, to be honest, this isn't the first time in our church group, in our youth group, and where we're located, this isn't the first time someone that we know has been shot. So in my mind, I'm thinking already I got to go visit him in the hospital. Second part of the text comes through, he died. And I'm just thinking to myself, like as I sit back in my desk in my office, like, whoa, that was my last time talking to that dude in the church van. Like that was their last opportunity to talk with him and to connect him to the Father. Like, Leo, why you didn't do more to connect him with the Father? What happened was Don was dropped off of school on that Monday morning. He had walked through this front door and walked out the back door, and he walked out the back door with this other kid that had West Pad on his hands, and they go to the store right around the corner from the school, and they hold it up. The friend holds the door, and Don goes in front of the cash register. The guy that's standing there says, give me all your money, and the guy said, he told the reporters, he says, I closed my eyes, but I tried to give him all the money. He says, and usually I'm not there. My mom was there. She never carries a gun when she's in front of the cash register at this store. So he says, but when I run it at night, she got sick that morning, but when I run it at night, I always have my gun on me. So after he gives the money to Don turns around with the bag, and the man said after grabbing the gun, he closes his eyes, and he pulls the trigger one time. Don falls, and the guy said he opens his eyes, he can only see smoke in the other guy that's holding the door. He says, him and I locked eyes. We both were frozen. He says, as that young man looked down, I looked down and I saw the other young man bleeding from the head. So that young man holding the door ran. They found him in his mother's basement crying. Leo, why are you telling me that? I go to Brother Rice. I'm not going to hold up no store. Leo, I go to Troy High School. I don't do that. I'm on a volleyball team. I'm on a lacrosse team. I don't do that type of stuff. See, I'm not talking to you about those actions. What I'm talking to you is about the church that Don had visited on that Wednesday night. no one really got to know Don except for me. As Don sat in there was a girl who invited him, but she really was with her group. See, some of us, we come in here and we get clicked up, and there's people in here that we don't even know. And if you heard them say that they go to Troy and they're part of Edge, you'll be shocked. You're like, oh, I didn't even know you went. And they show up every Sunday night, just like you. But you haven't got time to connect with them because you're with your crew. Love your worth. Light up your worth. Like these things, to live out your worth, you have to live out your value because there's somebody that needs your help in this life. Your worth. Some of you know that God has created you. You know that you were on his mind before you were in his hands. That's crazy to me. That he thought me up. And for 21 years of my life, I thought I was a mistake. But then I realized, no, I'm not a mistake. The king of the universe created me. Just like he's created you. I've been around lately and going from student place to student ministry and speaking. It's crazy because I don't deserve this. But I do believe God calls people who are available, not just because of your abilities. As you stand today, and you stand, let's grab your neighbor's hand. This moment to light up your worth is to know that you have a value. Stay with me on this. You have value. To love your worth is to love what God has created in you. And to live it out, it's really important that you begin and to continue